right? We've had 55 in Kiambu. We've had people dying everywhere, over 500 in number over the last 5 years. So for me, I know that there is a lot of anger, but the question is to take out that anger on a woman leader, right, is wrong, especially since it starts from the top, from the president to the CSs, to the legislators, to the judiciary, to the police force. So I understand where they're coming from. I've been on the wall planning this walk from the time it started, and that's why today I am here. I actually suggested that we give the petition to Parliament. This is civil society. Civil society also has their role. So let them play their role today, but at the end of the day, what makes me celebrate is the fact that the police moved with absolute speed. The perpetrators were arrested. That makes me celebrate. Another thing that makes me celebrate is that the judiciary is going to handle these cases expeditiously, and the people are going to be locked up. The next thing is to sensitize our youth. Our youth are facing unemployment. Our youth are facing mental health. Our youth are stressed and depressed. So all these issues lead to domestic violence. So we've got to cure the causes. And the causes cannot be cured by the woman representative. The causes is a societal problem. All right? So to take it out on me, it's okay. I can be the punching bag today because I'm an elected leader. And I will take that. The anger is, I'm angry. I couldn't even speak. I have a daughter. I'm a woman. I felt the pain of seeing a young girl butchered the way she was. That's not supposed to happen. But was it the woman representative who made that happen? No, it is a societal problem, right? So the civil society of Nairobi know the role that I've played. Even this walk today, GAF has contributed some money to it. So the reason why we're here is because we stand and understand the pain of the society. But this is not a woman legislator issue. This is the entire legislation, and the majority are men. We need the he's for she's to speak up, because it's not a woman killing a man, it is a man killing a woman. So the man's voice has to be heard, and the man's voice is not heard. But then it's easier, and it's very sad that it's so easy to bring down another woman as opposed to holding her for being here, standing with you, helping to finance this walk today. You know, so it's for me, it's okay. You know, anger is anger. When it cools down, we get to doing the work. And the work is to make sure the police is funded, the judiciary is efficient, the DCI is efficient, the interior security does civic education, as we will do with our little budget. The women rep has such a little amount of money, and with that little amount of money, which is 6 million a constituency, when a man MP has 150 million, I have put up 150 million safe house. I've put up 20 million SGBV centers in all the police stations. I don't know what more that you can do. You know, what more can you do? I can't know who the next perpetrator is. I can't go and stop him at his tracks. But I want the police to be well funded, the police to be well trained. I want society to address, the Ministry of Health to address mental health, the government to address unemployment. If we don't tackle unemployment, there is no way we're going to wipe out femicide. Because it starts with a man going to his house, frustrated with his life, and taking it out on the next available person. That's the woman there. So the same way that I've got the punches today. Why? Because I'm the woman leader. Where am I? I mean, I have a whole county to run, and my county has different programs. So one of the biggest programs that I have, which will be my legacy program, is the interventions on SGBV, which I'm very, very proud of. So for me, I understand their pain. I'm not angry about it. I don't know where they wanted me to be. I've been on the wall with all of them. There's 1,000 people on the wall, and not only me, my entire GAF committee of Nairobi is on that wall. Okay, and this morning and yesterday, we provided 500,000 shillings to fund this exercise today. T-shirts were given with GAF. I mean, I'm wearing one. Other people have got them here. So the question is, the anger is real. The government needs to do something. We would like, you know, people say declare it a national disaster. For me, I feel it is a problem. It's the president who has to speak up. And I'm sure in cabinet, the president is addressing this issue. My own party leader, Raila Odinga, spoke to it. All right. So when Raila speaks, he speaks for all ODM members, all Azimio members. We are actually concerned. But the reason is we have to cure the causes. What we have to do a thorough study. What led to this? All right. And then there's also greed. You know, people are trying to extort. And then our women also have to try very hard. You know, this online social dating, right, also is a problem even in Europe. Right? It's a problem everywhere. So we also have to take precautions to make sure that you have your guard up. When you're a woman, you always have to have your guard up. But that's the only way that stops is when the government puts in place mechanisms to make people feel comfortable. Just the other day, I saw an international star who was in Kenya complaining about how unsafe it was to cross Kenyatta Avenue. So for me, I understand where she's coming from. Buses, matatus, motorbikes from every corner. But at the end of the day, her concerns were valid. We need more pedestrian walks. We need more discipline. You know, even if you have a road with a traffic light, if nobody obeys the traffic light, you're going to have accidents. If the matatus go on pavements, you're going to have accidents. So it's not the leaders. We are only 349 and we represent 50 million people. The people also have to change. I was on my way here from the express highway and I saw a man going over the guardrail to cross the express highway. I mean, if he dies tomorrow, are you going to call the woman representative and say, where were you? What were you doing? Society has to take a step. And that step that society has to take is to be each other's keeper. During COVID, we saw we have to be our brother's keeper. If you wore your mask, if you washed your hands, you had less chances of taking it. If you didn't see your old people, I didn't go and visit my old parents because we were advised, don't go and visit the old, they are vulnerable. So society has to take a step. Civil society has always been guiding government. I won't say at war with government. Where we are today in our democratic space, in our human rights space, it's all civil society. But for me, I feel that the expectation from the women representatives in Kenya generally is far higher than what we can do on this issue. Femicide is a national concern and it concerns every leader, including the male leaders.
Thank you so much.